Carols of Christmas. Each day leading up to Christmas, I talk about a particular Christmas carol, explaining some of the history and background behind the carol, and then finally I sing a verse of it for you. Some will be familiar, and some probably not, but they all point us toward the true reason for the season, our Savior, Jesus Christ. My name is Michael DeYoung, and today we're talking about the song, Do You Hear What I Hear? So the song, Do You Hear What I Hear, was written by Noelle Regney. She wrote the music. Very appropriate name for someone who writes Christmas music. And Gloria Shane Baker, who wrote the lyrics. So they did this in 1962. For you history buffs out there, that was during the Cuban Missile Crisis, where things were very tense. We were hoping not to go into a nuclear war with Russia, who had a bunch of missiles stationed in Cuba because of its proximity to the United States. So everybody was a bit on pins and needles and hoping for world peace. Regney was inspired to write the song as a plea for peace and hope during this great time of fear and uncertainty. The song tells the story of a night wind that speaks to a little lamb and a shepherd boy, telling them of a star that will bring a message of hope to people everywhere. The lamb and shepherd boy then spread the word to everyone they meet, including the king, encouraging them to pray for peace. The song became a Christmas classic and has been covered by numerous artists over the years, including Bing Crosby, Whitney Houston, and Carrie Underwood. Its message of hope and peace continues to resonate with audiences today because we are still facing many different conflicts all over the world and hoping for peace. Regney and Baker met in the early 1960s and collaborated on several songs together. And then, a couple years after they wrote this song together, they were married in 1965. Regney was from Strasbourg, France, and studied at the Strasbourg Conservatory and later joined the French resistance during World War II. So he had seen his share of war. And after the war, moved to New York City and began writing songs and composing music. In addition to Do You Hear What I Hear, Regney also wrote other popular songs, including Rain, Rain, Go Away and Dominique. Gloria Shane Baker was originally from New York, from Brooklyn. She began writing songs at an early age and went on to study music at New York University. In addition to Do You Hear What I Hear, also wrote lyrics for other popular songs, including Goodbye, Cruel World and The Men in My Little Girl's Life. Thankfully, the Cuban Missile Crisis was resolved without a nuclear war. The call for peace on Earth, however, still rings true today, and hopes for a time when all wars shall cease. And now, do you hear what I hear? Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night, with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. Thank you for listening, and may God bless us, everyone.